And global affairs analyst Itia Otabor joins me from Texas via Skype to discuss this. Great to have you, Itia Otabor.
Hello. Thank you for having me on your show.
All right, today we're not calling you Republican. I guess that's fine by you.
Anything you call me is fine with me because I claim it.
All right, so let's delve into this. President Biden is the first president to commemorate the 1921 Tulsa massacre. Talk to us about the potency of a move like this by the President of America.
Well, it's a welcome development. Anytime we have an opportunity to look back to something that happened that, shouldn't have happened, and we have a chance to, to make amends and compensate, we should do it. But what I find interesting and surprising, I don't know whether it's because it's 100 years, because Obama was there. Obama should have. Obama never went to Tulsa. Obama never even made anything. So why didn't Obama do it? So now Biden, who we have always known, was never very forthcoming about black issues. If his history is out there, anybody can. But hey, we're not going to hold him to his past now that he's the present president, and he's trying to make amends. I hope he's devoid of politics, because the FBI oftentimes will prosecute people who have done the lynching as far back as they can go and have evidence to prove it. So the Tulsa thing, surprisingly, I went to Tulsa. I went to this Greenwood neighborhood back in 1989. When I was the liquidation officer for failed bank assets for a bank in Oklahoma. So I'm very familiar with the story. I've read books on it. And this is one case that, we can retroactively go back and identify businesses and families who were affected and pay them. In fact, one time I wrote a paper, said, there's opportunity to do this without the politics. But sometimes we need the political muscle of somebody as the president to do it. The governor of Oklahoma could have done it. The mayor and of the city council and the county judge for Tulsa. All of those things are. But now that
this would be like a good opportunity for the conversation, to begin the conversation on reparations.
No, not reparation. Reparation is, to do something about slavery. Yeah. I mean, fine. But how do you prove it? Obama is half white and black, and Oprah Winfrey is black. So who do you pay? But what I'm just saying, when we have specific incident, like damaging of properties and taking things from people, that can be proven. I have. I'm in the real estate appraisal business. I have done something like this in Tyler, Texas. When a black family's land was taken back in 1958, they were not paid. I was hired as the expert. We went to federal court. I was at the expert witness, and they got compensated. So we have to, single out issues without lumping them together. Just like some black people.
But I want to quickly ask you, because of time, I want to. This issue is still fresh, for some people, but it has not been taught in schools, and very valuable documents have been lost in the past years. How far would you say that America has come since this massacre, and if this does sort of play into the issues of the Black Lives Matter, if that is a lingering effect of the damage?
Well, here's what it is. Just like in Nigeria, they don't even teach history in Nigeria. So history, you don't have to go to school to really know something about your heritage, your ancestry, or things that may have happened to people in your class. So black people have to inform themselves. Like I said, I wasn't born here. I've been here 34 years, but I'm very familiar with a lot of things because I read a book. I read. There's even the case of what they call the acres of skin, about the syphilis when black people were used as guinea pigs for experiment. All those things are out there. You don't need for this to be taught in school. You have to have an inquisitive mind, and you go out in search of information, not for something to go take a test on. A lot of us black people want to go study something to take a test. No, you have to informally educate yourself, because that's what gives you confidence. That gives you the ability to speak up on issues. So let this, be coming to fore, because now we have specific opportunity to address specific issues. I am not about reparation. I'm about compensation. Compensation is when somebody's property is unduly taken, and if they were not paid, yes. But if you talk about paying slaves for coming for 400 years ago, when do you cut it off? 1560 something or 1860 something? When do you cut that off? So let's go for the specific things we can prove. You know, Africans sold themselves. So if you want to get reparation, ask African countries that were sellers of slaves to also put money in the pot to pay people. So that's my take.
All right. We'll see how all of this plays out, whether compensation, racial discrimination. We'll see how it plays out under the Biden administration. Global Affairs Analyst Itia Otabor, you know it's always great talking to you. Thanks for talking to us.
Well, thank you for having me on your show. It's a great show. Good luck to you.
Thank you.